Hi there, everyone. Thank you for joining me today, and I do hope you're all doing well. Lots of changes. I have to apologize. I lost some footage. I kind of messed up when I was doing the Animal Crossing hunt. And when I cleaned things up, I lost some stuff. I apologize. So, yes, look at this. We have a bigger storage room, 2 stock boys, and a license. So we now carry, tuna and the Paco sugar. I can't remember. It's been a couple days, in-game days, and 1 or 2 real-life days. Because as you know, I am forging ahead without recording so that I can make enough income to record licenses and expansions and things like that. So at the moment, we have 2 cashiers, 2 stock, and another few products. I know that the need for buying cashiers is kind of over with the self-checkout. A self-checkout is only $900, and it pays for itself probably within a couple days because they're almost as fast, if not slightly faster, as a cashier. So you don't have to pay anybody once you have them in your store. And I've been trying to clear all of my cashiering needs because you have to ring up so many customers in order to get the 3rd cashier and the 4th cashier. I just want to get that out of the way, just in case I get to a point where the store is too small for what we need, and I don't have the money to expand, but I do have the money to bring back the cashiers and get rid of the registers or just box them up or whatever. So that's kind of the way I'm thinking. I don't know if it's a good strategy or not, but I would like to go for the self-checkout. And they are small. They're compact. They're little less than half the size of this kind of a register. So they're really, really convenient. I'm very happy that those are in the game. And while I'm trying to get my numbers up, I realize that I have too many cashiers and that's just holding me back. So what I eventually did, well, I won't talk about that. I think that'll be I don't think I lost that footage. But I am still low on funds, as you can tell. But at least the store is bigger. The back wall there that we're looking at right now, that expanded. So now we're back down to... It looks cavernous, but I have so many licenses that I need to buy just to catch up to my store level. And I know you can buy out of sync. You don't have to buy the first one and then the next one and the next one. However, they do get more expensive as you go. So I have to really look at that and decide which is best. I want to hold off on freezers, but I do know that the chicken, pizza, and the french fries, they really sell well. Let me correct myself. They used to sell really well. Like the toilet paper and the bleach, that's just not going anywhere. Maybe the developer kind of evened things out a bit so that the customers are picking whatever as opposed to a specific item and plowing through it every single day. That could be a good thing. But I am still noticing that they're only buying certain products and they buy the same thing every single day. So that is quite confusing. And I already know that the more advanced you get in this game, the less this nitpicky stuff matters. But right now I'm at the nitpicky stage and I have to count my pennies and pay attention to the budget and stuff like that. So that's where I'm at, and that's the best I can do. What I'm not happy with, and this is me, not the game, I am really bad at designing the shelves. You think it's okay where it is, and then you get behind this register here and you're like, this is stupid. And then if you think about it from the other direction, moving, turning it once, I don't know that would make much of a difference. I've done it both ways several times, and it just seems like no matter which way I put those shelves, they're not working out. You also may notice that I got rid of that great big behemoth 4-corner shelving thing. I'm not knocking them. I think that is a great addition to the game as well, because you can get 4 items, or 8, depending on how you shelve, on that one thing. But like the lights, they're boxed off so that you can only put them, and I know it's for traffic, I get that, but I just don't get to put much where I want it to go. And that becomes an issue with me. So I have to really think hard and look, and it's cute, it's a novelty. I don't mind it being in the game. I may, when the store gets really advanced, I may get rid of a lot of these shelves. That might be a key. The less shelves I have, the more cohesive the store might look. But there too, I'm looking at it from this point, you can get rid of 2 shelves to equal one of those 4 corner things. The rounded, whatever, however you say it, there's 4 shelves on 4 sides. A shelf on 4 sides. So you could get rid of 2 of these flat shelves for one of those, and that is a bargain. That's a good thing. But the amount of shelves that I have and the amount of space one of those things takes up, it's not going to work. So I have to think about that as well. Where is it going to go? I am going to get the 3rd cashier, but it's not a good idea for me. I'm trying to get that count all the way up so that I can hire 4 cashiers and never have to worry about being on the register again unless it gets super busy. But I realize that that's a detriment to my goal of reaching that number. They're taking away my business. I'm thinking what I'm going to have to do is just break down and fire all of my cashiers until I get to that number. And at this point in the game, I'm about 250, almost 300 checkouts away from that goal. Now, as far as the name goes, I already told you, I have no originality when it comes to naming. Oh my gosh, nothing comes to me until after the fact, and then if I don't write it down, I forget about it. So I will think about it. I wanted orange and black. Halloween's coming up. Well, fall is around the corner, whatever. And it didn't look right. I tried black background, orange lettering, and then orange background, black. I need to work with the adjustment levers a little bit more. So this is what the store looks like at the moment. Yeah, that's cereal, some tuna. I think there's another egg. And what was it? Butter? Yeah, I think it was butter. Oh, and yeah, I said the cereal. Yeah. Okay. But I'm very happy with this. I rearranged this whole thing. I have to... Actually, you don't have to fire your stockers I just wasn't aware. There is a setting, I think when you go in here, yeah, see, there's two settings to working and not working, and you can flip those switches on them. And that way you can do your work and they will just stand there idle until you're done. But right now I'm concentrating on that number there for the fourth cashier. So I am doing more grinding, and I do want that next license. And I'm pretty sure that is the chicken and the potatoes. Oh, I wish I could remember all of these things, but I can't. But that's what we're gunning for at this point. And to get more stockers, you have to have a certain amount of shelving in the stock room, which means you have to expand if you don't have enough room. So I did that. I got them. I want at least 3 stockers, and I'm going to fire my cashiers so that I can get that number up, even though it's not necessary. I know. But I want to get it out of the way so I don't have to think about it anymore. There may come a time where I have to hire cashiers. And I don't want to have to do cashier work just to get the 4th one. I'm assuming at this point that when I get far enough ahead in this game, and I do have a lot of stock, that's my next door neighbor's mufflerless truck. Sorry if you heard that. When you get that advanced, you will need not only self-checkouts, but 4 cashiers. I could be wrong. Maybe people have done all self-checkout. I don't know. Yeah, so it's chicken and potatoes, pizza, French fries, and whatever. I don't know. Quick story here. Story time. We had a really wicked thunderstorm pass through this morning, and I had to go out in it. It was a quickly moving storm. It wasn't anything disastrous, but it was dangerous because the lightning was constant and it was touching the ground at times. I went to the store, and as I'm coming back through the neighborhood, there is a tree trimmer. 2 big trucks, and then the one where they grind up all the branches and stuff. The tree did not get struck by lightning or anything. Somebody had called in advance to take care of their front yard tree. And these guys are up in this 80, 90-foot tall tree during an electrical storm, taking down branches. I was stunned. I couldn't believe it. I did not think you were allowed to work, outdoor work especially. That would be like saying, well, the lineman is on duty, but there's a storm, and he's going to climb that pole anyway and work on a line. I don't think they do that. So I thought that was pretty dangerous and pretty reckless on the part of that company. It was pouring down rain, too. Oh, well. I guess it's not my life to be concerned about. I don't know. I hope you're noticing that my customers are starting to give me a few more than 2 or 3 items, so I'm happy about that. But the 2 guys over there, who I continue to remain nameless, I can't think. I'm going to come up with something. Hopefully it will be clever, and then I will introduce you properly when the time comes. But I have to sit down and think, and then I got to write them down. I can't forget to not write them down. Can't forget to write them down. My English is so good. Ay. So we seem to be kind of sort of recovering. We're getting a little bit more cash, so I was right about that. The more licenses you have, the more customers you'll get, the more income you'll make. Seems obvious. But for the longest time, I just needed the money to move the store forward. I had to make it bigger. so that I could get more shelves in. I couldn't do it otherwise. And I hope I'm not wrong on that count. I don't see how you can add more shelving to a space that's already at capacity. And I don't mind the grind. I just don't want to show it to you guys because I think it's just a waste and kind of boring. I know this video is boring and I'm apologizing for that. But I do want to keep you abreast of what I'm up to. I am not bored with this game. I do not think that this is a ridiculous, useless game. I am happy with it. I know there are quite a few, well, at least a few other YouTubers who just don't like the game, and that's fine. But I've been watching a lot of different simulator games, and everybody's taste varies. It's going to be that way. It's been that way down through history. Everybody has their own taste. And they'll play games that they absolutely adore, and I'm like, this is so boring. I don't like this. Or I'm really into one of the series they start, and about 3 episodes in, they're like, I don't like this game anymore. I'm going to play something else. And it's like, but no, oh my gosh, I'm really enjoying this. Don't give up, and they do. It's to each his own, like everything. That's my phone. My grandson's first day of kindergarten is today, so I keep getting pictures. Excuse me. Sorry about that. It's his first day of kindergarten. I keep getting pictures of him, and it's so adorable. So proud of that kid. Okay, well, yeah, so we've got a decent amount of money, and I'm just going to keep forging ahead, making more. But I really want that next license. I know we just got one, but we're going to make enough money so that I can add a couple more shelves, and I believe we need a refrigerator or 2. But thank you so much for sticking with me to the end and supporting my channel. I really appreciate that. But I do hope you enjoyed this. I know they're kind of boring. Sorry. Take good care. Have a fantastic day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.